At it again. Look, y'all know I ain't stopping until I see a consulate built. So, whatever energies think that that's gonna happen, you just, I wish y'all understood. I wish y'all understood. Come on, El Bay, good to see you. Akil Neef. Now I know every human being on the face of this planet has went through something. So, if you think you're going to stop me, if y'all understood how much I have been through in my entire life, these 31 years on this earth, what I've truly been through, y'all would know. Y'all ain't going to stop me from this work. Nothing to nobody and nothing. So, this is, now I ain't gonna waste too much of your time getting right. This is a divine warning by the prophet for the nations. That's my older brother. His seed. He's just checking on me. Okay. A divine warning by the prophet for the nations. This is the words of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Well, all of these groups and teachers and sheiks and preachers and churches and John D. Rockefeller Miseducation Center is out here misleading the people. The universal prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he wasn't misleading nobody. And you got to listen to this man's words, not the Secure Party creditor words, not the apostles' words, not the church's words, not anybody, but your heart and what you're hearing from the man who spoke this. Y'all determine what's true and what to follow and what not then. When you hearing these words, if your spirit is being pricked or touched in any way, then you know it's the truth and you got to obey what the man's saying. The citizens of all free national governments, according to their national constitution, are all of one family, bearing one free national name. Those who fail to recognize the free national name of their constitutional government are classified as undesirables and are subjects to all inferior names and abuses and mistreatments that the citizens care to bestow upon them. Oh, really? Islam to you, Zena Williams. Good to see you. Hannibal. And it is a sin for any group of people to violate the national constitutional laws of a free national government and cling to the names and the principles that delude to slavery. This is Prophet Noble Drew Ali speaking right now. I, the prophet, was prepared by the great God Allah to warn my people to repent from their sinful ways and go back to that state of mind of their forefathers, foremothers, divine and national principles. That they will be law abiders and receive their divine rights as citizens according to the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. They are to claim their own free national name and religion. There is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government and of the earth. And it comes only through connection of the Moorish Divine National Movement. Did it say it comes through delegated authority of a Moorish Science Temple of America? Did it say it came through the hand of a sheik or who has a power complex or some type of church leader or whatever? Did it just say that? No, it said connection of the Moorish Divine National Movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all other nations of the world. Did it say receive their divine rights and law abiders and nations principles by becoming Secure Party creditors? Did it say through all these colorable processes? Did it say through anything that, Kelvin, good to see you. Did it say through any de facto things that we can do to provide a little bit, make it a little bit easier? Oh, I don't have to pay taxes anymore. Here's my national ID card. What? You think that that's, if your motive for proclaiming your nationality is so you don't have to pay taxes, then your heart is in the wrong place. Okay? Just letting you know. I remember seeing those pictures. They got the pictures up on Facebook and they say, oh, with this number, this card, I don't have to pay taxes. That's not what this is for. This is your inheritance, your birthright. This is your family. This is your bloodline. And it needs to be placed up here somewhere in your worth category. And not, oh, I get these perks because I got a national ID card and I ain't got to pay taxes no more. Or I understand some truths about this constitutional law and government, so now I can get a little remedy for myself. No, this is for the nation, man. This is for the empire. This is for the children of the next generation. And if you don't get out your selfish mind and start doing for the people, actually with yourself too. Whatever you're doing for you, do for everybody else. So we all can be benefited. Stop the games. Woo, baby. Because we du jour around here. They are to claim their own free national name and religion. There is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government of the earth, and it comes only through the connection of the Moorish Divine National Movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all other nations of the world. And through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights, unmolested by other citizens, that they can cast a free national ballot at the polls under the free national constitution of the state's government, and not under a granted privilege as has been the existing condition for many generations. So, you're not going to the polls anymore to vote for some colorable, false, de facto corporate body member who's only going to advance the motives and desires of the corporate owners. You won't be going there anymore. Oh, you cast a vote. I remember this preacher trying to get down my throat. Oh, you ain't going to vote? No, I don't honor none of them. They don't honor me. They don't honor my bloodline. They don't honor my family. So why would I go vote for them? What? I'll vote for somebody who's doing something for our people. And I see these men, I'm watching them, I know they're watching me. They are actually doing things. They're preparing writs and affidavits. They're teaching us how to exist in governmental, constitutional fold of government. They're building schools, they're building classes, they're giving information out freely. They're doing for our communities and for our people. Those are the people I'm voting for. I got a man in my heart and my mind, I call this man president. To me, the work that this man is doing gives him that title from me. 40, 50 years disciplining yourself and learning laws, then taking that 40 and 50 years of information that you done put your discipline in and freely giving it to all the people, you deserve to have a title. And that's who I call president. That's who I respect as my president. Not somebody building the wall so my Moorish Mexicans can't can't chill in their land. I don't respect that. I don't respect a man allowing corporations to sit on a tribe and be putting these oil drums all over their land so the oil spill in their water. What? You don't care about the people. You had these corporations come, they fighting for their land, all of these Sioux tribes and all of these different confederations who are separate right now because they think that they're those different tribes, but they got the same bloodline. You got the audacity to go onto these people's land, these corporate entities, and while they sitting there in the winter, you shooting them with water. Oh, remind you of 1940 or 50 when we was getting sprayed with hoses and dogs was getting sent on our ancestors? That reminds you of something? When these oil drums are breaking. Y'all think that's by accident? It's all by design. Everything. Every last thing that happens is by design. Of vicious, evil people who care not, who have no morality, they have no soul or spirit to connect them to feeling bad that or morally obligated to ensure the well-being of humanity. Their objective is to control and dominate and kill anything that comes against their authority. That's it. So I just want you guys to please, you was a confederation at once, a united being or body of people who lived in harmony. Put away these caste systems, all of these different tribes and statuses, and just say what you are. Do your blood work. You know what your blood work is going to tell you? Asiatic African. You know what that's going to say? Moorish American. That's your blood work. Now your blood can't lie to you. Blood don't lie. Then you need to stop lying to yourself. Oh, back to the prophet's declaration. Sorry for going on a tangent. You're going to be voting for your own people. Cast a free national ballot at the polls under the free national constitution of the state government and not under a granted privilege as has been existing conditions for many generations. So when you go into these places, if you're somebody who loves politics and you go deal with the representatives, your first question to every representative or corporate member is, are you going to recognize the Moors in this state? Are you going to write legislation that honor the Moors, honor the treaty, honor the Constitution, honor the Aboriginal peoples of the land? Because if not, we're going to go vote for somebody who's going to do that. And just because you were presented to the public as a viable option don't mean we need to choose you. We got people in our community right now that we think is doing a better job than you, and that's who we finna go vote for? What? Hey, I'm just saying. You who doubt whether I, the prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know law in the city hall and among the officials in your government and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply, for they are glad to see me bring you out of darkness into light. Money does not make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man and a nation. The wealth of all national governments, gold and silver and commerce, belong to the citizens alone. And without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. And I am hereby calling on all true citizens that stand for a national free government and the enforcement of the Constitution to help me in my great missionary work, because I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. Help me to save my people. Woo! I love the words of this prophet, man. Respect the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Stop destroying your brother and keep this constitutional fold of government in your heart. I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. Help me to save my people who have fallen from the constitutional laws of government. I am depending on your support to get them back to the constitutional fold of government. To get them back to running around as secure party creditors? No. To get them back to clubism? No. To get them back to Moorish Science Temple of Americanism? No. To get them back to the constitutional fold of government and laws of government. I am depending on your support to get them back to the constitutional fold again, that they will learn to love instead of hate and will live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, supporting our free national constitution of the United States of America. Woo-wee. This is the prophet speaking to the nation, man. If the whole nation, since it's a universal prophet, listened to the prophet and then did what he spoke, we wouldn't have no problems. But everybody keep listening to everything else. Oh, the Moor group number 85. 20 or different grand sheiks, 10 different processes, 8 different secure party creditors. You are divided in your mind. And there's a scripture for that. A double-minded person is unstable in all their ways. Someone who hasn't decided on a bona fide process that can work for everyone, they're divided. You're going to keep on trying, you're going to keep on trying, you're going to keep on trying. Just listen to the prophet, man. Do what he said. You ain't going to have no problems. Woo! You ain't going to be unstable in all your ways no more. You're going to be a sound mind. And we have been given a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. Come on, baby. I take the scripture from anywhere. It come in my spirit. I speak what was in my spirit already. These were with me for years in homelessness and orphanages, and there wasn't no human being to teach me how to be the way I am now today. It was the Spirit and a whole bunch of spiritual texts, a lot of crying, and a lot of forgiveness for a lot of people, including myself. Spirit trained me, if that's what you want to say. Raised me up as a man, whatever. I love my people, and I desire their unity and mind back to their own national and divine standard, because day by day they have been violating the national and constitutional laws of their government by claiming names and principles that are unconstitutional. Listen to this man. If Italians, Greeks, English, Chinese, Japanese, Turks, and Arabians are forced to proclaim their free national name and religion before the constitutional government of the United States of America, it is no more than right that the law should be enforced upon all other American citizens alike. Now, this is in green, and I think these are specific things in green that I'm reading. In all other governments, when a man is born and raised there and asks for his national descent name, and if he fails to give it, he is misused, imprisoned, or exiled. Any group of people that fail to answer up to the constitutional standard of law by name and principle, because to be a citizen of any government, you must claim your national descent name, because they place their trust upon issues and names formed by their forefathers, their foreparents. So they say, hey, my daddy and my mama 120 years ago made a treaty of peace and friendship between the United States of Amity and Commerce, or these men or these beings, and they have that. Well, they're living up to it. Good day to you, ma'am. They are living up to honoring the treaty. These are the generations after the forefathers and foremothers. Say, okay, Constitution, derived off of Muslim law, 1787 Treaty of Peace and Friendship, the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. These are international, recognized by the whole world, that people abide by and follow every day. Allah Duan Bay. Love the music, man. Keep on putting that high frequency music out there, brother. We need 532 megahertz or higher so we can keep our chakras right and heal. We can keep our cells in our body, apoptosis, regenerating themselves. The word Negro deludes in the Latin language to the word nigger, the same as the word color deludes to anything that is painted, varnished, and dyed. And every nation must bear a national descent name of their forefathers, because honoring thy fathers and thy mothers, your days will be lengthened upon this earth. These names have never been recognized by any true American citizen of this day. So when you go around the world and they say, what are you? And you say black, they're going to look at you stupid. Because around the world, black is not a nationality. It has no nation, it has no descent, it has no inheritance in her attempts. It is not connected to Mother Nature or the divine principles of the earth. When you go around the world and they say, what are you? And you say, I'm mulatto or Indian or a Native American or whatever it is you're saying, they're not going to recognize it in the world. They're not going to honor it. I have told people I am a Moor and I am getting recognized. Oh, you're a Moor from Al Morocco. And some try to play the trickery game talking about the Morocco and Arabia or out east or whatever. No, right here, Al Madrid, buddy. Moorish American. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah, buddy, the Moors are great. This and that and the other. We slap fives and talk about nationality and nations, and you're aware, you're there. But you say, oh, you're black. Oh, that's great. It's good. Glad you're black. Happy to be white, too. Glad you're white. It's okay, you're a color. There's no substance. There's no conversation to be had after that. It's just, you black, you white, you mulatto, great. Oh, where you from? I'm exotic. Man, get out of here with that. You ain't no exotic. You're a human being. You look like a regular person. I don't care how you feel or think about yourself. Ooh, I'm a Ruel. Good to see you. Frank Green, glad to see you. Thank you. Okay. Through your free national name, you are known and recognized by all nations of the earth that are recognized by said national government in which they live. The 14th and 15th Amendments brought the North and South in union, placing the Southerners, who were at the time without power, with the constitutional body of power. And at that time, 1865, the free national constitutional law that was in force since 1774 declared all men equal and free. And if all men are declared by the free national constitution to be free and equal since that constitution has never been changed, there is no need for the application of the 14th and 15th Amendments for the salvation of our people and citizens. Woo, baby. Come on, prophet. Speak to the nations, universal prophet. What's going on? So there isn't but one supreme issue for my people to use to redeem that which was lost, and that is through the above statements. Then the lion and the lamb can lie down together in yonder hills, and neither will be harmed, because love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice will be reigning in this land. In those days, the United States will be one of the greatest civilized and prosperous governments of the world. But if the above principles are not carried out by the citizens and my people in this government, the worst is yet to come, because the great God of the universe is not pleased with the works that are being performed in North America by my people, and this great sin must be removed from the land to save it from enormous earthquake, diseases, etc. Now, if you got vices, okay, you got a drink, have some wine, all right, you smoking them tweeds, roll you up one or whatever. Don't let your vices destroy you as a human being, okay? Wrestle with them until you conquer them, okay? This is what your vices do to your children. The wealth that could have been accumulated from you spending your money for the last 30 years on these vices could have been stored up for your children, the next generation. If you have those, if you're wrestling, every human being does. Every human being does. If you're wrestling with vices, whatever it is, slowly but surely work on it. Move away from it. But don't let... So you drink every day, but that's removing you from being a father to your children? So how could the love for the vice, or how it makes you feel, overpower your love that you give to your child and you receive from your child? How could there be any equivalent to that? So understand this, Mr. Man that got the vice, or Mr. Woman that has the vice. If you're wrestling with something, cool, wrestle with it. But don't let it make you neglect your responsibilities as an adult. What are your responsibilities? To one another and to your children. Okay? So no more of these excuses. No more. Oh, I just can't do it. Look, y'all wouldn't imagine what I used to be addicted to, what I used to do, what I used to suffer from, the type of things that used to bond me as a human being, the bondage I was in. Over the years, I wrestled with every single one of those things, and I conquered them all with the volition of my own mind. So you, Mr. Drinker, you, Mr. Smoker, you who can't keep your skirt down, you who can't keep your thing in your pants, whatever it is, your lustful spirits, your vices, you have the power to mentally conquer them all. Okay? From one human being to another, we both have blue blood, we both have a soul, we both have a mind, we both have a spirit. I don't know who I'm talking to and why I went on this challenge. I am telling you right now, you have the mental power to conquer all of that. No, you ain't crazy. No, you ain't schizophrenic. If you do have multi-personalities, all of them are perfect and they're there for a reason. The voices that you hear in your head are probably ancestral spirits trying to get you to wake up and do something. So don't think you're crazy on that either. If you're taking medication, all of your medication is derived from roots and stems and leaves. The pharmacists in the lab go get your roots and your seeds, and they take the molecules and they put together the pill that you pop in your mouth, and it does something to your mind. Okay? So the same way you're getting healing and remedy from these pills and these corporations, research the herbs and the roots and the fruits and the vegetables that specifically have to deal with bonding to your mind, the bonding receptors to your mind, and begin using natural remedy so you're not dealing with these sorcerers no more, man. These are pharmakia. These are sorcerers. 3rd and 33. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. No, I haven't got there yet. I don't know all the degrees or nothing. I just know to speak what I hear in my spirit. Okay. The universe is not pleased with the works. The great God of the universe is not pleased with the works that are being performed in North America by my people, and this great sin must be removed from the land to save it from enormous earthquakes, diseases, and etc. And I, the prophet, do hereby believe that this administration of the government, being more wisely prepared by more genius citizens that believe in their free national constitution and laws, and through the help of such classes of citizens, I, the prophet, truly believe that my people will find the true and divine way of their forefathers and learn to stop serving carnal customs and merely ideals of man that have never done them any good, but have always harmed them. So I, the prophet, am hereby calling, aloud with a divine plea, to all true American citizens to help me to remove this great sin, which has been committed and is being practiced by my people in the United States of America, because they know it is not the true and divine way. And without understanding, they have fallen from true light into utter darkness of sin. And there is not a nation on earth today that will recognize them socially, religiously, politically, or economically in their present condition of their endeavorment, in which they themselves try to force upon a civilized world. They will not refrain from their sinful ways of action, and their deeds have brought Jim Crowism, segregation, and everything that brings harm to human beings on earth. And they fought the Southerner for all these great misuses. But I have traveled in the South and have examined conditions there, and it is the works of my people continuously practicing the things which bring dishonor, disgrace, and disrespect to any nation that lives the life. And I am hereby calling on all true American citizens for moral support and finance to help me in my great missionary work to bring my people out of darkness into marvelous light. Thank you, prophet, for a divine warning by the prophet for the nations. Now, if you look throughout all of history, search whatever religious, spiritual text that you want, the prophet speaking. The people will not hear the prophet. If something real bad happens to the people because they didn't hear and listen and obey what the prophet was saying. So, since the ancestral spirits are waking different people up and accelerating their growth through rapid DNA modification, to have more people come to speak to the nation, the universe, the nation, the people, the psyche, the spirits, whatever. If y'all don't start listening and doing whatever this prophet said, after 105 years, something real bad gonna happen to you. Just look at the scriptures. See how all the prophets try to speak to the people, persecute them, defame them, destroy all the prophets. They warned. After they gave the warning, what happened to the people? Something really bad. All right? So please declare your nationality. Come back into the constitutional republic de jure fold of government. Begin teaching it to your children. Oh, we don't have schools or people who can teach them. Wrong again. Sunday, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. House of Reawakening Mind is faithful in teaching. Instructors, master masons there. People who are informed and teach you about constitutional government. That's one teaching venue. As of right now, consular courts is making an effort with the help of our community to get fully established. So then we'll be teaching or helping or uplifting fallen humanity full time. All these dirty Moors gonna get their glasses clean real soon by the work that we doing. All the dirty Moors that, hey, there are people who provide services to the Moors, and they do a good job, and we honor them for that, whatever it is. But there are a group of people who don't do nothing and portray, and even Europeans who assume the name L. Okay, well, you don't want to be a 14th Amendment citizen anymore either, Mr. European. Then just do a triple seal name change and declare yourself as a naturalized, okay? Or if you're feeling how the Moroccan Empire is rocking right now, then maybe you might want to, align yourselves with these customs and these ancestral ways, if that's how you feeling. And we ain't got no problem receiving you into the Moor Empire. We love everybody, every soul, every being. All right, I'm going to go back into these archives of these documents. If y'all don't give me nothing, then whatever comes to the spirit, that's what's getting preached. Now, every Sunday from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, I'm going to make it a practice to be on here with you guys. Because I don't want you to be taking your kids, and I don't want you to be taking your body to get spiritually brained from them Magna Carta Jesuit, oath-bound 501c3s. You want religion on Sunday mornings? I give you all the religious texts you could ever think of. So, I see you on Sunday mornings as I hone my skills and I get this schedule from the school I'm going to be working with. And then I'll be able to be with y'all more consistently. Peace and love to you. Keep me informed on what's going on. All those who are in present contact with Consul right now concerning nationalization, give us 2 weeks. Our goal is 1,000 in 1 week. We got about 10 people. So we're asking those 10 people as we vet our vendors for national ID cards. And as I learn how to create them myself, give us a little time. We're going to have all your documents with you. And the consulate is going to provide you with a registration number. Please, when you get off this line, go find your child and sit down and just talk to your kid. Hey, how you doing? What you thinking? How are you feeling? Do you have any questions for me? Go develop and build a relationship with your children. You have to do that. Tell them where they come from. Tell them the truth about everything. Everything you can think of. Always be questioning them. Always ask them questions and have them asking you questions. If you're not asking questions to yourself, or period, why, who, what, where, when did it happen, how come it happened, then you ain't learning nothing at all. Answers will come. And your children be edified by you developing a relationship with them. Woo, baby. Y'all got me popping right now. What? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Consular courts, this surprise. Noble Pearson Bay, you are with the Northeast region, and we're getting ready to start having, let me just make sure, Northeast, Noble Pearson Bay, New York. Yeah. We're having leadership calls in these particular regions, and this applies because as an already declared Moor, you're already lawfully in a position to exercise judicial powers. So, Noble Pearson Bay, as a Moor who's lawfully declared, you have legal authority right now under Woo, you get me hot right now. You asked this question right before I got off, and now we get to do a little bit more of what's going on. Under the Vienna Convention, Noble Pearson Bay can take your declared documentation and this 1010-5905 and ask counsel. You can go with legal delegated authority to any institution right now. And you can say, I'm a consul of the Moorish Empire. Here's my registration number. I am operating in the capacity delegated from the consulates. They gave me the authority, or I've already had this authority in and of my own being. Here's constitutional law. This Moor is in custody. I'm inquiring about this Moor. He's not supposed to be in this institution. Then, when they look it up and say, oh, this person is nationalized. They're registered with the consulate or the Moorish Science Temple of America, or the paperwork has been sent to the places that we designated. Well, we have no jurisdiction. They'll release that Moor to you. Then you'll bring that Moor to the Moorish Science Temple of America or the consulate, and whatever crime that was supposedly committed will delegate lawful republic organic authority over that particular situation or that Moor. Woo! No. I'm going to send you the documents you asked me to pretty soon here. It's just taking me a little bit because we're trying to fill these orders with nationalization. Please, all of you Moors that are already on here, that are consul, that desire consular of courts to be built, that are in this group, that have been walking with us for the last 3 months, you already have delegated authority by way of your nationality and your declarations to operate as consul. That means you can go strip the service corporation of their unlawful de facto authority, and you can bring it back into the Moorish divine empire. Remove it. Go free your Moors. Go free them with your delegated authority. Here's my paperwork. Here's my national ID. Here's my Moorish Science registration, Temple of America registration number. Here's 1010-5905. Here's the delegation of authority from Prophet Noble Jew Ali. It was registered in the Cook County Record Deeds Office. What more do you need? Oh, we're registered with the Archdiocese of our neighborhood. Here's the civil order, 2014 civil order from the Pope, which strips all of the corporations from their authority. Here you go. What else do you need? Because we can get the sheriff who's bonded and who is by oath supposed to enforce this Constitution to come and tell you you have no authority in Moorish affairs. We can do that if you want to call him, but if you don't want to bug him because he might be with his wife or something, then that's cool too. You can just release this Moor to us and we won't have no more problems. And this is how we're supposed to be operating. No Moor is supposed to be in the penal system right now. There's not supposed to be one single Moor in these institutions at all. You talk about seeing the corporations die, seeing their wealth. Well, they ain't going to be having no economic wealth getting paid by the state a kickback of $200 million for having 100,000 Moors in the institutions anymore. Because we are exercising care over our own people and we're taking care of them. Woo, you got me on something right now. Woo, come on with it. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm going to go in these archives and I'm going to see what's next for us. And that's all y'all going to get out of counsel. Truth and teaching and nationalization. As many as possible. You no longer stand as surety for the United States Service Corporation. You'll say, where did all the corporations go? Oh, because we're nationalizing and they don't have any more Federal Reserve notes to escheat our estates and pretend that they're us. Where did they go? Well, they went back to Europe, or they started being regular human beings and not corpse and dead things, and now they're actually contracting as normal human beings. Oh, so I got some land for this trade? Yeah. Oh, great. So, be encouraged, Moors. It's right around the corner. Nationalize as quick as you possibly can. If you want to see these changes, support Consular Courts. Send your love energies to Sharon. She's doing great work as the director of our region. Edifies me and teaches me different things about how to be more organized. So I ain't sitting on here with y'all for 3, 5, 10 hours a day. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.